I say this all the time. I feel like I don't really have control of what comes out of my mouth for the most part. I'm just like, I'm channeling, like I don't feel like my words are necessarily mine all the time. With this song specifically, I literally just was like, can I practice on you? Can you? That was the first thing that came. Like, I don't even think I hummed the melody. I literally just said that. When I started the song, like the chords and the voice memo, I was in New Orleans. But when I actually laid the original guitar in Ableton, I was in LA. I was staying at my friend Suave's house. I basically was homeless, like honestly, until May 2019 was when I got my first apartment ever. And I didn't really have that much money. I made sure that I was in the studio for most of my days so that the only time I was at my friend's house was to sleep and shower and stuff like that. But I would just be in there all day, like, because there was nothing else to do but make music. I didn't think it was going to be cool. I just was doing stuff. Songs like this happen when I'm just kind of like, whatever, I'm just flowing, whatever. Like, I don't know. That's how I play with my leg. The song starts off with, originally when I wrote this song, I was just practicing guitar. I had only been playing guitar for probably like a year, something like that. The chords for me, I didn't know what I was doing for real. I was just like moving around, like, oh, this sounds nice. Where can I go next? When I was writing the song, the first chord I had was this. I had just learned this chord, but I learned it like down here somewhere or something like that. And then I landed here. I kind of felt around and I ended up here. And then I want to take it somewhere else. And then I played around again. I took this same chord and I moved it to here. I got love for you. I got a lot for you. I got something for you. Can I get something in return? So I'm just literally just moving down. I wanted to do something to where it's not just like a 4-chord loop or a 2-chord loop. Some crazy stuff, almost like that Stevie Wonder song, You Got It Bad. I was listening to a lot of like Outkast and Andre 3000, like the song Prototype, really soft, sweet songs I was really inspired by at the time. So this was like subconsciously, but I wanted to make music that felt like that and that was a reflection of like my youth. Can I practice on you? Can you practice on me too, girl? Give me the blues. The song itself, like the lyrics, it's a play on learning an instrument, learning how to do something, practicing, getting good at something through the lens of love. So like I'm learning a person, I'm learning how to love somebody and be with them. Anything you practice, you get good at. So I was thinking like I would practice love, I get good, learn how to love somebody. So that was the whole idea. A lot of different people played a part in making this song what it is. So in the beginning, it was just me with the guitar, and then I added drums. I wanted it to be kind of still, chill and in the same mood, not too crazy, and letting the music speak more than all the rhythm and stuff, but still having a nice movement to it. I was hanging out with my friend Caleb. He literally just came over to hang out, and he brought his bass. And I was like, oh, cool, I got this song.
And then she showed me this track, and I was like, oh, this is gorgeous, already. Like, there's, like, the bare bones of it was just great. I think during the bridge, I was just singing, like, the boom, 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 da, da. In my head, I'm like, okay, I have to use that somewhere. I was just trying to find that happy medium of, like, melodic, but also still a bass line, still fundamental, opposed to just keeping, like, just, that thing, which would work. But I was like, you can put subs in there and they can do that. I'm trying to have a conversation with Ombre. And the trumpet sings sweet lullabies. Rather than like, here's just some bass. It's like, oh, this is me speaking at some point.
So I was like, it needs more. I went to actually Red Bull Bass Camp. I pulled up this session when I was there, and there was this string player named Sultana. And she was very wonderful, and I was like, okay, I gotta get you on something. So I pulled this up. I had her play some soft, very classical sounding. So that was that. So after that, I pretty much had a full song, but I met another guy. He's a piano player and producer. His name is Ali. We became good friends and we worked a lot together. And then as I was finishing up my project, this was like early 2019, I asked him if he could add some stuff to the song, if he heard anything. So he added a bunch of stuff, but it was all great, and like synths, pads, keys, but they were very soft and subtle, so it didn't like overpower the song, and it really added to everything. I got love for you. I just let him just do whatever. He's like one of the best musicians I've ever met, so I knew that it was gonna be good. So that's why I was just like, okay, just do your thing. I don't want to like tell you what to do. I just want you to just kind of go. If there's something that doesn't work, we could always scratch it. Cause that's the old me. If you ain't gang, don't approach me. When I was younger and I first started like writing music, I didn't like my voice, my singing voice. But I knew I loved music, so for a long time I was like, okay, maybe I'll be an engineer. Maybe I'll be a rapper. Gotta get that bag, drop bombs over my Baghdad. I think it was a casualty down when you casually walk my way. How it came about on this song was, like I said, I was listening to Outkast a lot. Andre 3000 is my favorite rapper of all time, along with Kendrick Lamar. So the fast flow, I was like, I want to do something that's kind of like weird and like you wouldn't expect on this type of song, especially because I'm like singing all soft and like pretty and I'm like and so I really think me listening to Outkast, The Love Below, really inspired a lot of the parts of this song. So shout out to Andre. I hope people, when they listen to this song, they feel a sense of joy and a sense of nostalgia, a sense of the fun that I had making it. I hope that they feel that, and I hope I get a stank face out of a few people. Like, that was hard. I don't know, like, I hope people feel how I feel when I first listened to my favorite songs. So